Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about VMware SRM or Site Recovery Manager. This topic is very important in current scenario. I will also give you the overview of SRM and log into VMware SRM Appliance Management Console and walk you through the basic settings. So let's start. VMware Site Recovery Manager is the disaster recovery solution from VMware. We can discover and manage replicated data stores. We can automate the migration of inventory from one vCenter server to another vCenter server. Now, I will walk you through the VMware SRM Appliance Management Console. So, this is the login page of VMware SRM Appliance Management Console. I will log in with my account. I'm going to log in with administrator account. So the screen that we can see here is the SRM Appliance Management Console screen. The summary page we will be seeing here. Here we can see that the product name is VMware vCenter Site Recovery Manager. Version is 8.3. This is the build number. This is the site number. This is PSC Platform Services Controller, and this is the vCenter server address or vCenter server name. The second tab is monitor disk. So here we can see the disk name, the partition. There are three partition for this appliance: swap partition, root partition, and support partition. We can see the disk utilization from here, and we can easily come to know the what is the utilization of which partition. The next tab is access. Here we can change the SRM appliance password and embedded database password also. Here we can enable or disable the SSH configuration. Next one is certificates. Here we can see that appliance certificate issued to this is the certificate issued by this is the certificate authority. They expired on this is the date and this is the year. Below CA certificates, intermediate we do not have any certificate. If I click on root, then we'll be seeing that these are the root certificates we have from certificate authority. The next one is networking. Here we can see the host name, the DNS server IP address. Below you can see the Ethernet adapter status, MAC address, IPv4 address, which is static mode, IPv4 default gateway. The next one is time. Here we can modify or configure the time zone here, and also the current appliance time will be reflecting here. The next one is services. From the services page, we can actually start and stop three appliance services. This page is very critical for any VMware administrators. The next page is update. Here we can actually see the version number of the appliance. This is 8.3. This is the build number. Available updates. Right now there is no update available, but whenever there will be an update available, we can select the update and we can update this appliance management console. And if we have any other source, for example, if you have ISO, we can also directly update the SRM appliance from this particular location. Syslog forwarding is something like every company will be having a syslog server for managing and maintaining of logs for troubleshooting purposes. So what you can do, you can forward the appliance logs to up to 3 remote syslog servers. You can configure the remote syslog server from here, this page. The next setting is storage replication. Site Recovery Manager uses replication for disaster recovery. You can use either third-party replication adapter or you can use vSphere replication for individual VM to replicate the individual VM. If you want to use the storage replication adapter, you can configure it from this page, new adapter. Now I am going to log out from this console. I will click on log out and I'll be logging out from the VMware SRM appliance management console. So this is the basic settings of appliance management console. I hope this video was useful. If you like this video, please do like and share this video and subscribe to my channel.